Blatantly the other side of these clothes. So here it, and there was my face.
Is there a particular lyric in that song that you like?
Yeah, the bit at the end where he says, "It's Christmas." It's brilliant. It's just shouting, isn't it? It's just pure. It's pure emotion.
Merry Christmas, Everybody had been Slade's 6th #1 in less than 2 years. Now their manager Chas Chandler looked to a new creative challenge for his boys. The result was a feature film, Flame.
With Flame, none of us had ever acted before. It was like dipping our toes into uncharted waters, definitely.
Essex had done That'll Be the Day. It was a natural step for Slade to make a film.
Do you actually like what we do?
The movie explored the harsh realities of life in a fictional rock and roll band. But would Flame backfire on Slade?
Right. You see, it's all a matter of packaging, Paul. Packaging, promotion.
I'm no bloody fish finger.
We actually didn't do a bad job in the acting department, really. We got away with it.
I'm not the vocalist, I'm the singer.
Well, how'd you do it? Yeah, I never read the whole script anyway. I only read my part. I didn't even know what it was about half the time.
I remember at the premiere we were said, have you done the right thing by exposing the downside of the music business, if you like? And I could see what they meant.
You're a good live act, and that's it. Excuse me. What crap you served up tonight? That wasn't music. You're just second-rate comics working on a third-rate audience. With a fourth-rate agent copying 10%.
Flame failed to win any Oscars. But at least the tunes were corkers.
People just think when they listen to Slade, they think of Come On Feel the Noise and Mama We're All Crazy Now, but how does it feel? It's easily one of the best songs ever written, ever. That's such a brilliant song. So go and buy it if you're watching this. It's on the greatest hits, track 13.
Although it was the gentler side of the band, which we aren't really remembered for, that was always there, that sort of happy, sad vibe. We're remembered for being the guys, you know, who make a lot of noise. But we didn't always.
I've seen the bridges of the world and they're for real. I've had a red light on the wrist without me even getting kissed. It still seems so unreal. I've seen the morning.
Most of the world loved Slade, but the USA remained unconquered and unconvinced. The band even moved over there for 2 years, but the Americans and black country glam refused to mix.
Concert-wise, it was great for us. We just couldn't get a record away.
We're over in America at the moment. Hope everybody's having a great time on the 500th birthday of Top of the Pops. Wish we could have been there getting drunk with everybody.
They couldn't understand a word we were saying. It was just impossible.
I did have trouble understanding their accent. Yeah, they got very thick accents. I didn't say they're thick. I said they had very thick accents.
America was not ready and did not want Slade. They were a good time, happy band.
Slade's act was somehow uncool for America. It was not cool to come over all flamboyant like a showman.
America was coming out of Watergate, Vietnam. All it wanted to do was feel sorry for itself. It was not looking for a good time.
They returned home in about 77 or so, sort of down and out. Slap bang into the middle of the summer of punk in this country.
Now I'm so happy to see you, and you're so clever to come.
Well, the late 70s was a bit strange for us, definitely, because we were considered boarding old farts, I suppose.
It was black and black clothes and belts and studs and chains coming off their noses and all sorts of some bad teeth.
There wasn't any light at the end of the tunnel.
It was the year zero. It had a political side to it that was almost like Pol Pot.
I thought, what are we going to do about this then? You know, we feel like rock dinosaurs. You know, anybody that was any successful before then was out of it. Money was difficult, and there were problems. And I thought, well, records dry up. You know, where do you go? You know, what's going to happen? You know, you've got to survive. You say.
The group was on the cusp of breaking up around that time.
I've had this idea about doing weddings. You know, rent a pop star. You know, go and drive them. You know, to the wedding.
Yes, Dave was going to start a wedding car business. Not one of his brightest ideas.
So I said to Chaz, I think I'm going to have to leave and do this. So I thought it was a good idea.